Wake up, everybody, no more sleeping in bed.
Hi, I'm Councilman Khalid. Welcome to my first video newsletter for the new City of South Fulton, Atlanta's new twin city, and the largest new city in Georgia. Here you'll find information on South Fulton's transition to cityhood, as well as news on community events happening in our area. Click the link below this video to see a print version of this newsletter from KhalidCares.com. Our City Council meetings are the second and fourth Tuesdays of each month from 5 to 10 p.m. at the South Fulton Annex, 5600 Stonewall Road. You can view our City Council meetings live on Facebook at COSF Observer. Now, on to this week's news. Our 2019 budget year begins October the 1st. As the city manager and council prepare the city's budget, we will hold a series of town hall meetings to get feedback from the community on our priorities as a city. 3 town halls have been scheduled, the last 2 of which will be held this month. This Thursday, July 12th, at the Southwest Art Center, and next Tuesday, July 17th, at Welcome All Park. Participants will hear presentations from the department heads of each city department, then work with their neighbors to build their own recommended city budget. On Monday, July the 16th, City Council will have an all-day public meeting from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. where we discuss the city budget and the priorities of our city, using feedback from these town halls for that meeting. For more information on this process, please visit KhalidCares.com. One key initiative of South Fulton's new City Council will be growing our city's tax base. This will be part of the focus of this Saturday's Old National Economic Development Summit. The summit brings together leaders from the new City of South Fulton and the City of College Park, along with real estate developers, business owners, and business experts, to discuss how best to develop South Fulton's longest commercial corridor, Old National Highway. The summit will take place this Saturday, July 14th, from 12 to 5 p.m. at Pine Tree Park Baptist Church, 2855 Bethsaida Road, 30296. For more details on the summit and to view the summit agenda and documents associated with the summit, like South Fulton's 20-year comprehensive plan and an Urban Land Institute study of Old National Highway, please visit KhalidCares.com/economy. In preparation for this week's summit, I sat down with legendary Old National business and community leader, the collaborative firm's Michael Hightower. It's the first in a series of interviews with community and opinion leaders I call Conversations with Khalid. Why don't you start with just telling us a little bit about your history and the collaborative firm?
Well, Councilman, first, I'm a native of the old College Park, born and raised, attended high school there, and also upon my completion of my undergraduate degree, I was elected to the City Council at age 22 for the City of College Park, and since that time, I've been honored to serve in other roles, including a member of the County Commission for that district, as well as other roles throughout the community.
Old National Merchants Association.
Currently, I'm the managing partner and owner of the collaborative firm, urban planning, program management and development firm that's based on the south side, and we do a lot of work throughout South Fulton.
We're headed into our comprehensive plan update. We became a city a year ago. Now we're looking at our comprehensive plan, whether we're going to update it or overhaul it.
I was involved in the introduction of the Old National Overlay District, as well as I co-sponsored the Cascade Road Overlay District. Those were the first 2 on the south side, and I was involved early on with the Cliffordale Overlay District as well. So I think we must first start by, as you guys go through your comp plan update now, is to first really examine the existing land uses and areas in the city where where given the current zoning would allow growth. How does the city want to grow? Does it want to maintain some of the old tagged AG1 kinds of zoning classification that went in Fulton County? There's an appetite for millennials and others in this age range to make the city of South Fulton and the city of College Park their home for millennials. I think we need to step back and see how can this be successful as it relates to encouraging those millennials to come and to want to come and to want to invest.
I believe that Old National could be one of those places. It could be our West Midtown or our Edgewood Arts and Retail District. One of the challenges, I think, on Old National for at least the past 2 decades has been attracting investors, attracting private investment and private development on Old National. And one of the opportunities that we have now as a city is that we can create a development authority or a downtown development authority to partner with private capital and attract investment. Could you talk a little bit about how that works and the difference between maybe a regular development authority and a downtown development authority?
I think currently, for example, Fulton is a development authority now which can serve countywide, including the city of South Fulton. Typically provides obviously inducement resolutions to assist developers in some of their financing of the projects. I think a more local DDA or downtown development authority would have at its disposal additional tools to ranging from eminent domain to other tools to have a more aggressive economic development engine versus a typical development authority. So I think that's one of the advantages of doing that.
One of the things that the comprehensive plan refers to a lot is character areas. And I think that some of the concerns that residents have is that what is zoned in one area will become the zoning for the entire city. But the advantage that we have in South Fulton is that we have 100 square miles. So we have all of this land. And could you talk about how developing different character areas in a town can sort of satisfy everyone's desires for what they want to see?
And that's where it should be. Look at the city of Atlanta. I mean, you have your Buckheads, you have your Inland Parks, you have your Old Fourth Wards, you have your West Ends, and you have your Guilford Forest. So you have a variety of different character areas that reflect a total city.
That's awesome. So now this is my final question because I want to ask you for personal advice. Whatever happens, change is coming. You know, change is already happening. Right. And as someone who has been on the political side of things, how do you prepare and shepherd and handhold constituents through inevitable change? Like what would be your advice to me as a council person how do I prepare my constituents and help my constituents through this change that is coming?
I think the first step in my view that I think has to happen is information sharing / education. And I think when I say education, obviously we all go through it throughout all of our lives. I think it's critical that people take that in the vein that you offer. Education does not mean that you're any smarter than I am and vice versa. It means that you may have information that I don't have. So I think information sharing and education and coming to the table with the right spirit to cooperate for the better good. Those are my closing comments.
Thank you very much. Mr. Michael Hightower. This June, the city of South Fulton celebrated the grand opening of its first hotel, the Marriott Fairfield Inn and Suites, off Sonoya Road, Highway 74, in District 7, at the south end of our city.
All right, you can cut on 3. 1, 2, 3.
South Fulton's Mayor Pro Tem Mark Baker and several members of City Council were on hand for the grand opening. According to hotel manager Cynthia Jones, 2 additional Marriott hotels are planned for the same lot, with hotel motel tax revenues coming to our city. South Fulton's mayor, Bill Edwards, and several top city officials walked Old National's Central Business District last month, ahead of the Old National Economic Development Summit. The Mayor's Walk initiative is the brainchild of Edwards and City Manager Odie Donald, and is designed to help publicize South Fulton to local business owners, while also gaining feedback about their concerns. Do you have burned out or abandoned homes, or other blighted properties in your neighborhood? Have you seen 18-wheelers or the cabs of big rigs parked or driving on neighborhood streets? The City of South Fulton has codes against such activities to help keep our communities beautiful. Our truck ordinance prohibits 18-wheelers and big rigs from driving on city streets or neighborhood streets. That excludes state routes like Old National, Highway 138, South Fulton Parkway, or Highway 29. To report trucks parked illegally on neighborhood streets or blighted or abandoned homes, you can contact me at KhalidCares/contact. Upload multiple photos of blighted properties or illegally parked trucks. Include street information, license plates, and any other information that you might have about the property or vehicle owners. You can provide these reports anonymously or include your contact number or email to get a response from city officials on these vehicles or properties. Are you a history buff or interested in studying and preserving South Fulton's landmarks and history? Then consider applying for our Historic Preservation Board. 8 community members, appointed by City Council and the Mayor, will work to preserve South Fulton history, culture, and landmarks. You can find out information for applying for this board at KhalidCares.com/contact. Please bookmark this page for upcoming community boards, including our Parks Advisory Board and our Police Accountability Board. That concludes this video newsletter. Please be sure to visit the links below or at KhalidCares.com to find out information and details about more upcoming events in your area. Thanks for watching.
We gotta change it, yeah, just you and me.